Hi everyone, it's Monique, and in this video I will take you all to Tennessee with me. As some of you may know, Moosa and I are planning on purchasing land at some point in the near future, so we are already starting to go look at plots of land. I had a few days off recently, so I decided to go look at some land that we found in Tennessee. It was a really nice trip, so I hope you all enjoy coming along with me. I left in the evening, and not long before I got on the road, I realized I was hungry. I don't think I had eaten anything yet that day, so I decided to pull over before I got too deep into the road trip. I pulled over at a gas station and I pulled out some food that I had prepared beforehand. And this is just a good tip whether you live in your car or not. If you're traveling, you can save some money by just cooking your own food beforehand and eating that during the trip. You can cook a variety of meals. I just chose to have the same meal throughout the entire trip because it was easier for me. This was a Buddha bowl. It had quinoa and a lot of sauteed vegetables that I had, a few roasted tomatoes and raw tomatoes and avocado, and then I just topped it with some lettuce and one of my favorite dressings. It's a chipotle dressing. So yeah, I ate this. You're going to see this meal several times throughout this video, but I went ahead and pulled over at a gas station and ate this before I started the road trip, and it was delicious. I just parked right next to a gas pump and ate my food there as opposed to parking near the gas station in those parking spaces. It just felt a little more private. It was less busy. There weren't people coming in and out of the store right next to me. So yeah, I enjoyed eating my food there. I didn't end up eating all of my food, but that's the great thing about having a refrigerator or a cooler in your car home. I was able to just wrap up the leftovers and put it in my fridge, and then I was back on the road. Let's get back on the road. Make sure my Google Maps is still up.
Turn right onto US 23 North.
Okay. I was on the road for a few hours before I stopped at a Walmart parking lot that Moosa found for me, and that's where I slept for the night. And these were all of the other vehicles that were parked in the same parking lot. It really makes me feel better when I park in different places, when I'm somewhere unfamiliar. It makes me feel better when I see other people, car lifers, RVers, van lifers, parking in the same parking lot. A few van lifers came as well, but I didn't end up getting them on video. So now that I feel comfortable, I found a good space, I'm putting up my reflectics. I put the ones on the side window up first, and then I put the sunshade up on my windshield. Once I was all settled and in my pajamas, I got in my bed and watched a few cartoons until I fell asleep. And I had a nice night. No one bothered me. I felt safe, and yeah, I had a good sleep that night. Huh?
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Oh. What, maybe?
No, I said, I don't think you'll have to go into any,
So now I'm back on the road and I'm pretty close to the first property that we wanted to see. And if you're wondering why I looked at these properties by myself, it's because I happen to have a few days off and I live closer to Tennessee. So I decided to just drive over there and look at the land. This road leads to the first property. I just got out my car to check out the road because it looked a little skinny and I wanted to make sure I could drive on it. And also when I was walking up the road, I heard some dogs barking and they sounded close and I got scared. So I ran back to my car and closed the door. And then eventually I learned that the dogs weren't near me. They were like across the railroad tracks. So eventually I ended up going ahead and driving up that road and looking at the first property. This is still the same road. I just had to stop because it was so beautiful and the sound of the stream was so relaxing. I just wanted to record it and show you all. Like, this is the type of peace and quiet that Moosa and I are looking for. And what a beautiful road to drive down every day to go home. I loved it. This is the area where the first plot of land was. It was beautiful, serene. You could hear insects and the stream, the water from the stream. That cabin was so beautiful. The 7 dwarfs live in that cabin. I just know it. It looks like a fairy tale, that cabin in the trees. It was really beautiful. It was supposed to be several acres, and I don't know how much of this was part of those acres, but I know I loved the area, and I loved driving down this road. Gas tank on E. This tiny little gas station. After getting some gas, I was a little hungry and I found this little road that led to the river, and I decided to drive down there to eat. And it was beautiful. The scenery was so beautiful, but as soon as I got out of my car, it smelled horrible. I don't know what type of things are happening underneath this bridge, but it smelled horrible and it really messed up my experience, but I tried to just stick through it and enjoy the beautiful river and the beautiful trees and leaves. And I ate my meal down there. But yeah, the smell was horrible.
you have plenty of opportunity if that's what you think.
Okay, yeah, it is. It is. This food is cold. It'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That
that
happened
was
to
fun.
me. Like, it happened to
I loved the amount of space in between each home in this area. They didn't have the type of privacy that Moosa and I like. Like, we wouldn't want to be right on a road like this. But either way, I was really impressed with how much land and separation there was between the houses. I'm just gonna keep driving a little bit more and see what we can find. I wonder if this is the land. This isn't bad. How many acres was this one? Let me look. It says private property. I don't know if someone lives here or if it's the sellers. Okay, let's keep driving. Could this be the land? It's starting to look like those pictures. This little path is just in the road. And it's so cute. Oh my gosh. Where are you going? This is gorgeous. This was the third property. This one was a little easier to find because this realtor was nice enough to put signs. This person actually had a few plots of land available, but this one was really gorgeous. We didn't like that there were power lines right above the land, but yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. It was so peaceful. It was a very peaceful neighborhood, except for a barking dog who wouldn't stop barking. Ooh, that hurts. Ah. Walking through this plot of land had me stressed. It was really hot and those thorns were killing me. My emotions were all over the place. I have been stuck by so many thorns. Bees. Ugh, how the heck is stuff getting stuck in my boots? This is part of it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that house. I don't know what belongs to that house. Oh, oops. I forgot I was recording. Sorry. Anyways, I think you get the gist. Ow! Oh! Oh, I did it. So it might be some of this. Ah, get away. Some of this. Some of that I just came through. Who knows? I don't know where the heck they got 9 acres from. That's it. So that was the third property, and now I'm on my way back towards where I live, but there was a fourth property on the way, so we decided to go there as well. And I ended up staying at a Planet Fitness somewhere in Tennessee before we went to the fourth property. I made my dinner, the same meal I ate during the whole trip that night, put up my reflectives, and this time I watched a little podcast before I went to sleep.
Yeah. That's a good job. Okay. And the type of dedication that we have, that we've hung out, yeah, I would say.
Something that's very difficult for me to do is to sleep in. As soon as I wake up, I immediately start thinking of the millions of things I have to do, what I have to do for my job, what I have to do for Simple Enough or for my business, Daytime Vegan, or just in general, get my car fixed. But Moosa told me to relax. He said, this is supposed to be a vacation, so sleep in. Don't just wake up and immediately get up and start thinking about the next property. And that was tough for me, but I listened to him and I did it. And it was so nice to just lay down and wake up slowly. I didn't think about the route I had to take to get to the fourth property. I woke up, I ate some breakfast, and I watched some cartoons. And I took my time getting ready, and it was nice. And I can't wait to do that more often. This is where the house is that you saw on Google Earth. Okay. I don't know what else to show you, my love. One of the things I loved the most about this area was this road that leads to the land that you just saw. It is a beautiful road. I would love to go biking on this road or rollerblading or just walking. It was gorgeous. It was a nice scenery. I loved all the trees. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you this road. And this is something that you have to consider because this road is long and you have to go to this road to get to the main road. And even when you get to the main road, you're still far from any major stores or anything. So it is something we have to consider. If we have an emergency, how long will it take an ambulance or someone to get to the house? That is a risk you take when you want to live in seclusion. But Moosa and I love our seclusion, so yeah, we might take that risk.
Something good to deserve you. I'm not superstitious, it's just a suspicion, but I feel it in my bones. I feel it ever since the day we met. I just knew I must have done something good to deserve you. Perhaps I was the doctor saving people's lives in danger. Oh yeah, I must have done something. Perhaps I was a pirate and I donated my treasure. Oh yeah, I must have done something. Or maybe I was kinda low, rewinded all my videos. Oh yeah, I must have done something. Well anyway, I hope that you don't think that I'm delirious. Oh yeah, I must have done something.
And that was the fourth property. We really loved the land. We loved the area. Yeah, it was nice. I'm glad that I took this trip, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And now I'm on my way home. And that's that. I ended the night with a snack and I watched a movie with Moosa. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for having patience with me and my uploading schedule. I know I rarely upload, but I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate all of the nice comments and questions and all of the new subscribers. And I hope you all will join me for the next video that I upload. Bye.